Hey Pisces, I'm here with a read for you, and I've completely forgotten what it's called. It is called How They View You. How the person you are thinking of views your connection. Okay? Right. So I've just gone and had a cup of tea and I've thrown myself off. Yeah, where do I start? How this person that you are thinking of views your connection. Right, so first of all, it's a general read. It cannot and will not fit everybody, so take from it what you can, chuck the rest out, roll with it. I know it's difficult in situations when you're in separation or you're going through hard times, but try have some fun with it, okay? These are for guidance only. You have free will. Anything else? Yeah, you've been here before. You know the score. Flip the energies. Flip the read if you need to flip the read. Also, you can check out your other signs in your chart, because if this one doesn't resonate, one of those may. Also, I'm going to be doing a free giveaway very shortly. I'll put a video up for it. It's just a thank you. I haven't got around to doing it yet. It's just a thank you for me hitting my 1,000, now on 1,500 subscribers. I couldn't do it without you, so I really appreciate all your likes, all your support, all my subscribers. I appreciate you from the bottom of my crusty old fucking heart. Okay, so yeah, so hit that button. Sorry, I'm trying to pull my chair forward and it won't go any further. Hit that button, that subscribe button, and the notification button, because you will then be notified of the video when it comes out. It will be a free read. I might even do a couple, and maybe even a deck or two, because I've got so many decks and there's just piles of them up there. Yeah, and because the channel's so small, you've got a fucking good chance of getting a read with me. And you know what? When it's a personal read, I'm shit hot. I can't deny the fact I'm shit hot. Also, you can get a personal read on my Etsy store. I've only had it up and running a couple of weeks, but the details for that are in the description below. And if there isn't a read on there that suits you, just message me through the comment section on Etsy. Tell me what you want and I will make one up for you. Right, I'm going to shut up waffling, put myself in the corner, and we're going to get on with how the person you are thinking of views your connection. Right, straight away underneath the deck, we had the Lovers and the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. Okay, I want to say straight away that the person you're thinking of, my Pisces, views the connection that you had as a special one. Okay, we have the Lovers, soulmate connected. Okay, they understand and they realize the significance of the connection you had with them, and it did mean something to them. We have the Three of Swords and we have the Five of Cups. So they're in emotion, and there was emotion there towards you. The Five of Cups is all about emotion. It's a struggle, it's regret, it's sorrow, it's failure, it's disappointment. Okay, but there is a need with the Five of Cups also to let go of a situation, to let go of the struggle, to let go of the regret and the sorrow and the failure. There was heartbreak here. The Three of Swords. I don't want to jump straight in and say a third party, but it could quite well have been a third party involved in your connection somewhere down the line, whether it was on your behalf or whether it was on their behalf. But they note the the depth of the connection that you had with them. Their current energy is the devil. Okay, so this is I feel in this situation, again, it's about them understanding and them noting the depth of the connection. The lovers and the devil together, for me, is soulmate, twin flame, if you believe in twin flame. The depth of it, it was for lessons. The relationship was for lessons, and I feel there's an understanding from them that they know this. They may have done a lot of self-reflecting on the relationship, but there is a very, very deep connection between the two of you, and probably always will be. I'm feeling with the lovers and the devil together could have quite involved past life stuff, the sense of knowing this person, like when you first met, you know, knowing this person before, a familiarity, can't get my tongue around it, about them. And I really do feel that there's karma here. There's karmic justice here. There's a karmic connection. Karma to be paid from past lives. Learning something, yeah. There's something in this connection that needs to be brought to yours and their attention. There's something that needs to be learned from this situation. They could have a grasp on that. They could have a understanding of what this relationship was meant for. Yeah. Lots of red flags here as well with the lovers and the devil. Lots of red flags. They were probably red flags from the very beginning in this relationship, but they were ignored because of the connection, because of the intensity in the connection, because of the passion within the connection. The red flags were ignored. It's a very a sense of past life shit here, karmic shit. The obstacle and the challenge, my Pisces, of the person you are dealing with. Okay, so there is a sense here of triumph and success. It's a bit like the Ace of Swords. It's a bit like needing to bring something towards them now that gives them a sense of purpose. I'm reading this card intuitively. It is about having that aha moment. I'm feeling like downloads. I'm feeling like spiritual downloads with this person of an understanding what this relationship was for. Lessons, wisdom. They are now trying to move forward to a better place for themselves. You know, this, as I said, this triumph, this success, this one card is the Ace of Swords, and it is about changing their views, changing their perspective. It's about seeing the truth of the relationship, seeing the truth of the matter, a clearer understanding, moving forward, an inner knowing. The third eye chakra as well is all about it's a 6. This is success and victory. This is triumph. The 6s are about success and victory and recognition. Okay, it's an understanding of this relationship, of what it was and what it was meant to be. The third eye is all about, you know, the spirituality, the inner knowing, the intuition. I see. The third eye is about I see. It's about having a clear, it's like having a direct line. This person may be going up through something quite spiritual, It's like having a direct line with universe and just getting spiritual downloads, having that aha moment about this very, very deep connection that you had, this very, very deep relationship that you had. The third eye is yeah, again, the third eye is about logic. It is about psychic ability, but it's also about logic, as well as the Ace of Swords here, which is about logic. Yeah, it's just about having that realization mentally and intuitively. Everything seems to be coming together. Everything seems to be clearer for them as to what this connection was about. It's very spiritual. I like it. Tell me about their current situation. The person Pisces is thinking about, their current situation, is the Four of Wands. Yeah, this person I really do feel is moving forward and on from you, Pisces. There's a sense of the Four of Wands here, but the Four of Wands is also that 1111 card, that soulmate card, that twin flame card. The connection between the two of you is undoubtedly real. It's past life shit. It's karmic. It's real. Search deep, Pisces, because the other person, your person, is as well. There was a lesson here that needed to be learned in this relationship. It was divinely led. There was a purpose to this relationship. You were put together for a reason. It's about reflecting, self-reflecting, and coming to that aha moment, that understanding, that realization as to what this relationship was, what the lesson was. And it is actually about not repeating the lesson that was put there. You were divinely guided towards each other. The Four of Wands is about, Pisces, the person you are thinking of, finding their stability. Fours is all about stability, grounding, yeah, building on something strong now for themselves. It's a sense of balance, it's a sense of stability, it's a sense of harmony. Okay, they recognize, they understand the breakdown in your connection, in your family, in your home. They understand it. Pisces, you need to do some reflection as well and get to a point where you understand why it happened for you. Okay, this person is trying to find their stability again. They could be trying to find another soulmate connection, probably because they've experienced it with you. It would be very, very hard for this person just to accept or be with anyone who they didn't feel a connection with now, because they've felt that connection before. They need it again. There's a longing for it. There's a desire for some sort of deep connection for them in the future. Your person, Pisces, won't end up with any just anybody. They will not. When you see them with a person and it's you know 3 or 4, 5, 6 months down the line, you know that this person will be in their life for quite a while. I feel, Pisces, this person's moving on from you. They're trying to ground themselves. They're trying to put roots down. They're trying to find some stability now within their own life. Okay, how they view the connection with you is the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel this person, I'm reading this card intuitively, I feel this person has had some mental clarity on the situation with you. I don't think they would have changed it for the world. I really don't. I feel there was a sense of abundance to this relationship, but there was a sense of also confusion about this relationship. And I would say that the mix between the two was probably because of the Devil and the Lovers. There was probably so much passion there, so much sexual passion there, so much of a sexual connection. It's probably got very confused. A lot of emotion here. There was a lot of temporary pleasure here without this firm foundation. Okay. And what do I mean by firm foundation? I just mean one or the two of you were there was a lack in either one or the two of you, where you emotionally were lacking, either them or you, and you became each other's crutch. There was a sense of holding each other up instead of you both being very solid and secure and stable within yourself. You came together to help each other, but you came together to help each other, and there wasn't a foundation. One of the two of you weren't secure in your own life or your own emotion. It's hard to explain. It's very karmic. It's very soul connected, and it's for a lesson. Okay. This person sees your connection, Pisces, as, I think they're overwhelmed. I think they're still overwhelmed with the connection. But seeing the reality of it now, becoming more clear with this third eye and this Ace of Wands here, this aha moment, still very in their emotion about it, still very confused about it, but understanding it at the same time, understanding it was for a lesson, coming to that, coming out of the fogginess now, probably done a lot of self-reflecting, Pisces, as to why this happened for the both of you. Yeah, it's a very deep read. How they feel in their headspace about you, I think, is the Five of Wands. Like I said, there's confusion here. There is confusion, but there is an understanding as well. It's mad. It's not as if they go between the two, confusion and an understanding. They do understand, but there's a confusion. It's a bizarre. The Five of Wands, how they feel in their headspace is there's a struggle here. There's a conflict here. There's a I don't know, there's just some sort of, it is too much. This relationship was so deep that it's too much to comprehend. It's too much to comprehend. It's a very deep read. Just too much for them to comprehend. It's like, what's that word? It's surreal. It's surreal to them. It doesn't actually feel like it's happened. It doesn't actually feel like it's happened. It's bizarre. How they feel in their heart space is the Chariot. They are trying to move on from this connection. It's very difficult for them. They're trying to move on from this connection. The Chariot is about forward movement, but it's also overcoming. To make that forward movement, there is something they have to overcome. And I really do feel that is getting to grips with this, how they feel in their head and how they view the connection. It's very confusing. They have mental clarity on it. They understand why it's happened and what it was about. But there is still some disbelief there. There's still some, I can't even think of that word I just used before. I can't even think of it. It's gone. I can't even think of the word. But yeah, there's a disbelief. There's a sense of disbelief here. They know what they've got to do. They know they've got to move on. They're trying to work on their foundation. But there's still a sense of disbelief that this is over, that this has come to an end. It's very, very bizarre, because they know. They actually know. They have that mental clarity. So it's a bizarre read. The action they're going to take towards you. Again, it's the Ace of Swords. Okay, they could be reminiscing here. The Page of Swords is you know, they could be looking at pictures from the past. They could be checking your profile out online. But it's very swordy here. Very, very, the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords together. It's all about mental clarity. It's all about an understanding. It's all about knowing. It's all about changing perspective, and seeing the truth, understanding, and it's about moving forward. It is that inner knowing. It is that aha moment, and it is that realization, the triumph and the success of the realization, the mental clarity. Aha, you know, I know now, but they're still fighting it. It's still they're still in disbelief that this connection is done. I feel this connection for the time being, for the period of time I'm reading for, at least the next couple of months, is done. If not always, in this lifetime. Maybe next lifetime you'll be brought together again. But I feel in this lifetime this connection is done. The Page of Swords. It is, you know, that mental clarity. It is growth. Cutting, it's cutting off, but it's also analysing a situation, if not over-analysing a situation. But, you know, the Page of Swords is also about confronting challenges head on. I feel here this is I mean, I know the Swords is all about communication, ways of thinking, you know, mental clarity, mental breakthroughs, and intellect and communication. But I really feel here that this is for themselves rather than coming in to communicate with you. I feel this is for themselves and the mental clarity for themselves. I want to I just want to clarify the Page of Swords as the action they're taking towards you. The action they're taking towards my Pisces. The action they're taking towards my Pisces. The action they're taking towards my Pisces. Pisces person, and the action they're taking towards my Pisces. The action they're taking towards my Pisces. The action. Nine of Wands. This is nearing the end of a completion. This is nearing the end of a cycle. This is, they could still be looking over at you. There's a disbelief here that this relationship has come to an end. There's a disbelief here, but there's persistence here. The nine of wands, you know, is setting new boundaries. It's challenging issues. It's planning. Yeah. The Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, sorry. I really feel that this person is trying to take some charge of their life. They do look at photos. They do reminisce. There's a naivety about this. There's a dreaminess about this. I know this is the Page of Cups. It's like this naivety and dreaminess. But I'm really feeling this with the Page of Swords or in this instance. I do feel with the King of Wands that they're trying to be proactive. They're moving forward. They're trying to find their grounding. The King of Wands is very grounded. I feel this person, you know, is trying to get that back into their life. The King of Wands is an external person. So this is the energy they are taking on. It's about persisting and moving forward. The King of Wands also is trying to call in his soulmate, and it's like I said at the beginning, they may feel that your shoes were very going to be very hard to fill because they felt this connection so strong with you. They feel it would probably be very difficult to find that connection again. It's not, it's their perception of it. Okay, I don't mean that, you know, in a bad way towards you, my Pisces, but you know, we have many soulmates. We don't just have one soulmate, we have many. There are lots of people out there we have deep connections with. Yeah, this person is the Nine of Cups. They are trying to please themselves. They are trying to find their own pleasure. They are trying to find their own happiness now. And I really don't feel that this person is going to come back into you at any time soon. I just feel they're trying to take the lead on their own life with the Nine of Cups to fulfill their own cups, to try and find that last cup, you know, to get to the Ten of Cups, that complete happiness and joy, and they've got, you know, that one cup to find. But this is trying to emotionally fulfill their own needs. Tell me about this Ace of Swords as the action that this person, my Pisces, is dealing with, is going to make towards them. Yeah, it's Three of Pentacles. Now the Three of Pentacles is about union and working together and teamwork. But in this case, I really feel, even just by the imagery on this card, and you know what, it popped and I put it back and it came out again. Okay, it came out again. I really feel with this Three of Pentacles here, yeah, there's a sense of lack. Hold on, let me get one more before I say anything else. There's a sense of lack. There is a sense of being ghosted. There is a sense of being shut out. But there will be, because it's such a strong connection. We have the Four of Wands again, and underneath we have the Ace of Cups. There is a sense with this Three of Pentacles here, a sense of disharmony, a sense of you know, disunion. Is there such a word as disunion? But a sense of taking their coat and leaving, because there is no more they can give to the situation. They are exhausted. They've put their tools down. It's not about working on this connection anymore. But don't get me wrong, this person has sorrow and they have regret. There is the Five of Pentacles wanted to flip there, and that's all about, you know, losing the faith in the relationship, being rejected, feeling the loneliness, the left out in the cold, you know, feeling that disconnect. And the threes are all about a disconnect if they're upside down. I personally don't have to read upside down, and it doesn't make me fucking special or anything like that. And I've had people come and say to me, you should read reversals. Now, I read the cards how I read them, and my cards know how I read them. I don't read like other readers. I try and make the story go, and intuitively try and pick up. And I've had someone actually come up to me and said, you can't read cards intuitively. And I'm like, fuck off. I can do what I bloody well want. Do you know? Go and fucking Google when reversals were first read in tarot. There is actually no fucking evidence that reversals were read in tarot when tarot first began. Okay, so stick that in your fucking pipe and smoke it. Because, you know, it's just the way I read the cards. And my cards know how I read them. Don't be getting on a Virgo's back, because a Virgo with Aquarius and Libra in her chart will be telling you to fuck off. Anyway, Cancer, Scorpio. No, Cancer and Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Cancer or a Scorpio. Pisces. I really feel this person you are dealing with understands that there is no more energy to give to this relationship. However, they acknowledge the hard work, the years, the time and the effort that was put into this relationship. Okay, they're walking away with just one pentacle to rebuild, for the Four of Wands here. Again, it's a repeat card. Okay, it's understanding, it's acknowledging the years, it's acknowledging the effort, it's acknowledging the time that was put in to this 1111, this soulmate, this twin flame, this connection, this karmic connection. They are acknowledging it. But in this card, they are now walking forward with one pentacle. Okay, and I feel that they are trying now to re-establish a foundation for themselves. It's all about fours, stability, foundation. Okay, they acknowledge the connection, they acknowledge it was for a lesson. There's still disbelief here that the relationship is over, but there is mental clarity in the situation. They logically know it cannot be fixed. They intuitively know and probably sense you as well. The connection is so deep, that cord is probably still there. There is a sense of disbelief here, illusion. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't actually feel real here. But understanding that they've got to move forward. They could well be looking you up online and just, you know, looking at pictures or whatever. But there is a sense of here of the action that they're going to take towards you is letting the connection go, because I feel a newness to the Ace of Swords here. I feel a persistence in them taking leadership of their own life to get to their Nine of Cups, which is, you know, their emotional fulfillment and filling their own cup first. The Three is, for me, a disunion. It's a disunion within the relationship. The man's got his coat there, His tools are down. He's walking. There's no more. They feel at this present moment in time there's no more they can offer, but they do acknowledge the relationship. They do acknowledge the connection. They understand the hard work and effort that went into it, but they are walking away with a 1 pentacle, and they are rebuilding now for themselves. And as I said before, they could be looking for another soulmate connection. I don't feel nothing else would do for them now they've experienced this with you. Yeah, they acknowledge your connection. There will always be love there. Always be love. Again, here we go. Ace of Cups, the Empress, and putting it to bed. I feel this is a rebirth of themselves. Knight of Cups, drinking from their own cups, fulfilling their own needs here. Okay, it's fulfilling their own emotion, fulfilling their own need. Again, with the Ace of Cups, this is all about, for me, self-love, new beginnings, new cycles. Yeah, it's about them expressing their emotion now, where they may felt emotionally held back within this situation, within this connection. It is now about them expressing their emotion and moving forward with love. It's about a new cycle. The Empress is about this person now knowing their self-worth, sitting in the Empress mode, and the Empress will not allow anything into her life that is not aligned with her, or that energy. This is about growth. This is about expansion. This is about new love. Okay, and the Death card is an understanding that something had to give, something had to go, and the rebirth, I think, is them moving forward with this self-love. Yeah, this self-love. That, my Pisces, is what I have for you. I hope that you're okay with that. If it didn't resonate, or if you didn't like it, if you didn't like the read, change the read. If it didn't resonate with you, I'll go and check out one of your other signs. There might be something there that does resonate with you. But otherwise, stay tuned for your next reads. 2020 projections are coming out this weekend sometime, when I can get my arse into gear. But they look really promising, actually. I've had a little sneak peek at some of them, and there's a lot coming in 2020. It's not only a new year, it's a new fucking decade. And there is 6 eclipses, there's planets going all over the place, there's retrogrades, there's Venus is doing something in some other sector, which is going to bring real harmony to relationships and love, and people together that are together is going to make bonds stronger. New love looks really promising. I think January and December look really promising for new love, if I can remember. June-ish looked a bit quiet, but everything looked really promising. And I feel like the last couple of years everything's been topsy-turvy and stagnant and no movement. But I get a sense of 2020 movement is going to be coming in. It looks really promising. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and we'll get going with the 2020 projections this weekend, I think tomorrow. I'm going to leave you there. I love you long time. Love me hard back. Sorry for my rant in the middle. I ain't really. But you know how it goes. Honestly, people get right on. I was going to say right on my tits, but I don't know if that's appropriate. So people get right up my left knicker leg. I don't know if that's appropriate either, but you know what I mean. Love you long time. Love me hard back. And I will see you for your next read really soon.